Hey there, it's BoardGameDave, and welcome to my top 5 most anticipated games that I'm looking forward to play that either came out this year or is coming out in 2025. I've never done a video like this, so I don't know the exact verbiage, but anyway, these are games that I'm really dying to play that are very new. But first, two really quick housekeeping things. So first of all, Black Friday is right around the corner, and if you're doing any kind of holiday board game shopping, you should check out my gift guide I made last year. It's right there, you can check that out, and come back here. Also, last week I made a video about some games I'm selling on BoardGameGeek, and I mentioned that I'm giving away the big box edition of Trickerion. So if you're interested in that giveaway, you should check that video out, find out how to enter, and then I'll be going live at 8 p.m. this Wednesday. So if you want to see who the giveaway winner is or just come hang out, you can join me live at 8 p.m. on Wednesday right here on YouTube. Anyways, let's get started with this list. So first is an honorable mention. This is a game called Great Western Trail El Paso. Now, I know almost nothing about this game except for that my friend Dale sent me a Twitter post and they kind of were teasing this new game. Now, I love Great Western Trail. I have the second edition. I play it solo. It's perhaps my favorite solo game actually at the moment. So Great Western Trail is amazing. It's got a solo mode, and basically what it is, it's a smaller, scaled down, shorter, simpler version of Great Western Trail, which again, for someone that loves the game, is very intriguing. So you still got the cows, you still got this route, you still got train stations, I assume, that you're dropping off your cows at. So I don't know too much else about it, but I am instantly intrigued, and it's coming out next year, I think. Yeah, so it says get your finest cow to the market in half the playing time. That sounds amazing. Consider me sold. My number 5 game that I'm most excited about is a game called Middle Ages, which I believe came out earlier this year. Now, this is a game designed by Marc-Andre of Splendor fame, one of my go-to most played games in my collection. Just a game that my family really enjoys, and I love the art, I love the theme, but more than that, I'm intrigued because it uses the same core mechanism of King Domino, which is this tile drafting game where the tiles are kind of in a hierarchy, and then you get better tiles means you go further back in player order. So it's got this really brilliant mechanism, and Marc-Andre kind of borrowed it for this game, but this game adds a lot more complexity, a lot more different actions. Each color, each type of building gives you a different effect, and there's way more player interaction that's negative, or you're comparing the number of windmills you have with other players and things like that. So it's a fascinating game. I'm very intrigued. It seems absolutely like a game up my alley. It's abstract, it's puzzly, it's kind of that filler weight game. And I played it on Board Game Arena. I thought it was really good. I think it'll play much better in real life in person, but yeah, it looks fantastic. I'm very excited about this game. My number 4 game I'm most excited to play is Minos: Dawn of the Bronze Age, which is another 2024 game. Now, this is a game designed first of all by Stan Kordonski, who designed Endless Winter, one of my favorite games, a brilliant design. So already there's such a great pedigree here, but it's also published by Board and Dice, which is an amazing board game publisher. They've done games like Teotihuacan, one of my all-time favorite games, Nucleum, La Granja, the new one, Origins First Builders, Terracotta Army, just a lot of amazing kind of mid to heavyweight Euros that I love. So, sorry, there's so much cat hair. Minos: Dawn of the Bronze Age is a game I've seen a lot of hype about online. The thing that catches my eye the most probably are these amazing components and the bright, vibrant colors. I love just the look of this game on the table. It's got great table presence, obviously. Components are through the charts. Those thick, double-layered player boards, I love that. It's got some area majority going on. It's got dice drafting, which is pretty common in the Board and Dice, universe. So yeah, to be honest, I don't know too much about the game, but the setting, those early civilization type games always get me. And look at that. I mean, that is just so beautiful. So yeah, I'm sold. This looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm intrigued by the gameplay, and yeah, looks amazing. That's Minos: Dawn of the Bronze Age. Number 3 is the brand new super deluxe edition of Yokohama, published by Synapsis Games. So this is a game I was turned on to by my friend Lisa, and then I watched Jay from Cardboard East go over the differences between this version and the old version, and this version is just spectacular. I mean, they took this older game from 2016, published by TMG, and gave it this brand new makeover with, much more modern looking art and color scheme and graphic design. So this is the older version, and you can tell already, oh my gosh, sorry about the cat hair, that they just made it look so much more modern and 21st century or whatever. Obviously 2016 is 21st century too, but yeah, again, the colors, the design, the components, everything is just beautiful and lovely. And yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful game. And I love a Japanese themed game, and you're, pioneers of, early 18th century industry in Yokohama or something like that. Basically, the game is you're sending out your little assistants and traveling with your CEO to these different places to get fish and linens and things like that, and fulfilling contracts and achievements and all sorts of different things. So I've actually played it on Board Game Arena a few times since I learned about this game. It's the older version on BGA, but the gameplay is essentially the same. So it's an amazing game. I am dying to get a copy of this game, but the deluxe components are like impossible to get right now. So until I get the deluxe components, I can't really get the game, you know me. So yeah, I'll be getting the metal coins and the deluxe components, and then I'll play Yokohama. So I'm very thrilled, very obsessed with this game right now. Number 2 is a game coming out next year and published by Garfield Games, and it's called Skara Brae. Now, this is a game with a super unique theme that probably very, very few people have heard of. Skara Brae was this settlement in Neolithic northern Scotland, and since finding out about this game, I've done a lot of reading about this kind of hut-based civilization that was on the Scottish Isles. And it's very, very fascinating. So this is, thousands of years ago, these people were, eking out a living on this island, and they were collecting all these different resources and presumably, hunting and gathering and building their shelters, and then burying all their trash, and then using trash, the midden, they call it, and then like burrowing inside of them for shelter and stuff. So anyway, I bring that up because it's actually a really big part of the game, and they went so far out of their way at Garfield Games to kind of weave this very interesting idiosyncratic theme into the gameplay. So anyway, I've read through the rulebook. I think it's phenomenal. I love Garfield Games already. I love Sam Phillips's art. He is at least in my top 3 favorite board game artists at the moment, if not my favorite artist. His art is just amazing. Ever since I saw it in Raiders of Scythia, I thought, oh my gosh, I love this guy's artwork. So anyway, love the cover. It's beautiful. And if you know anything about me and my obsession with Stone Age and things, I love early civilization, early humans. Like I just said with my notes, that is just one of my favorite things to learn about and play games about. So anyway, Skara Brae, it looks so good. It's a big resource conversion, game in standard Euro fashion. It also has chaining. It's got a solo mode, which is amazing. Track movement, variable player powers, worker placement, all those things. So if it's anything like Stone Age on steroids, I'm going to be thrilled. So anyway, Skara Brae from Garfield Games looks amazing. One of my favorite designers, Shem Phillips, and one of my favorite artists, Sam Phillips. Great combo. And finally, my number 1 game that I am most excited to play, my most anticipated game that I've been waiting so long to play, is called Black Forest from Uwe Rosenberg. Now, this game is the spiritual successor to Glass Road, one of my all-time favorite games. This is number 8 of my all-time favorite games list that I did last year, and it is so brilliant and so good and so clever and so well designed, and there's no fat or gristle at all in that game, and I love it so much. So Black Forest takes the same resource collection thing, which is super brilliant, that he came up with. It's also used in that game Oranienburg Canal or whatever that he made. But anyway, yeah, just really, really quick. So as you collect these basic resources, once you have at least one of each, you're going to produce automatically this kind of processed good, right? In Glass Road, the processed goods are glass and brick, right? In this game, I think it's provisions and glass, maybe? I don't even know what the other one is. But anyway, so it's got this very, very interesting, unique resource management system that I've never seen anywhere else besides Uwe Rosenberg games. So that's already really intriguing. And what it does is it takes the card action selection part out of Glass Road and instead uses worker placement. So you're sending out your workers into this, town to I assume work with the different professionals that are going to convert your resources and do the same sorts of things that the cards did in Glass Road. Anyway, so that's the basic gist: resource management, collection, all conversion, all that good stuff. I know that people have talked about how they're a little bit overwhelmed because in the beginning of the game, I think there's like 41 buildings out here that you can build. So looking over all of your options can be a doozy and very overwhelming. I've heard people say, do not play this with people who are AP prone, which, you know, Euro gamers tend to be AP prone, but you've got this beautiful map here. Everyone's got their own resource board, and you're just trying to build buildings to make your resource, you know, collection, conversion, production engine more efficient. So it's not for everybody. You know, as I keep saying these terms like resource collection, conversion, people are already like, oh my gosh, this sounds miserable, but it's just so satisfying. There's something about, you know, Glass Road where you're seeing your small little engine start to go and you're making combos and you're scoring these incredible things. And there's livestock in this game. I didn't even know that. So there's a whole livestock element. That's amazing. That's really cool. So yeah, it's just phenomenal. It's got a solo mode, although it's the same beat your own score that Uwe Rosenberg usually uses in his big Euro games, which is not my favorite. Oh well. It also, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so the artist is different than Glass Road. This is Lucas Siegman, who also has done Hallertau and Ray Colt and some other Uwe Rosenberg games. So a familiar artist in the Uwe Rosenberg world. And then the other artist, or designer, Tito Lorenz. I don't know anything about this guy, but he's the co-designer. So let's see. Okay, so he did a viticulture expansion, Fields of R expansion. Yeah, so yeah, anyway, don't know anything about him, but I'm very, very, very excited about Black Forest. I love Glass Road, and I know this is going to be just as intriguing and amazing. So anyway, there you go. And those are my top 5 brand new board games that I am super excited to play and try out. If there's games that I didn't mention that you think should be on my radar, that you think I would love, please let me know in the comments down below so I can check them out and add them to my want to play list. And in the meantime, if you want to get in on that Tricarion giveaway so you can have a chance to win it this Wednesday at 8 p.m. when I go live, check out this video right here to find out how to enter. If you're looking for gifts for your friends and family for the holidays, you can check out this video right here or this video down here. And in the meantime, have a wonderful week. Take care and happy gaming. Bye. Say goodbye. Say I'm so hairy. Say bye.